welcome to a video on how to set up and use fixed assets in SAP Business One. The first step we're going to do is we're going to set up fixed assets to be able to use in our system here. Now to start, we're going to go to System Initialization, Company Details, Basic Initialization, and we're going to make sure at the bottom here that we have Enable Fixed Assets checked, and we can calculate our depreciation. And we have either the option to choose by month or by day. The next area we're going to go to is Setup, Fixed Assets, and Account Determination. And in here, as you can see, the accountant has already set up our accounts for our fixed assets for motor vehicles. And this will be used for our automatic journal entries. We'll now move on to the different type of depreciation types in the system. This can be found again under Fixed Assets and Depreciation Types. Now in the system we already have two of them set up, and both of them for motor vehicles, one for internal and one for external. The first one we're going to see here is motor vehicles internal, and our method is going to be multi-level, and the calculation is going to be monthly. And if we tab over to our calculation, it's going to be set up for 10 years. In the first 6 years, it'll be set up for 12.5% annually, and then the following 4 years at 6.25. Now the next one we'll go to here is motor vehicles, and this would be straight line depreciation. And in our calculation, we'll see that the calculation method is going to be acquisition value divided by total useful life. The next area we're going to go to is Depreciation Areas. And this can be found under Fixed Assets and Depreciation Areas. And in the system here we have two. We have one for internal, and we have one for GAAP. And this one is used for posting to the GL, and this will be used for our main depreciation area and posting. The next area we're going to go to is Fixed Assets and Asset Classes. And we already have defined in here is a description for motor vehicles for an asset class. And as you can see, we have two depreciation areas for GAAP and also internal. And for GAAP, we can see that our account determination is for motors. And you can see the useful life of both of these areas. After the initial setup, we're going to go over how we treat depreciation in the system. Now to do this, we're going to go to Fixed Asset and Asset Master Data, and for this example, let's say that we purchased a truck, and we're going to depreciate that truck. Now we're going to navigate to Asset Master Data. We're going to add a new item, and let's say that this description is going to be truck. And let's manually give this an item number, and we'll again call this truck. If we ever want to sell this item down the line, we can click Sales Item, and we can put it in for that. The next thing we're going to go to is we're going to tab over to Fixed Assets. We're going to go to Asset Class. We're going to put this in as an asset class as motor vehicles. And then we're going to go to the asset group, and we'll go to motor vehicles. And once we hit add this to the Asset Master Data. Now in order to add this item to the system to run depreciation on it, we're going to put it in as an AP invoice. And so like we said, we purchased this truck. And so for the posting date, let's put that in as February here. Our item number is already loaded. I've loaded in truck. I've loaded it on a quantity of 1. And our unit price, let's just say this was $20,000. Now once we've added this to the system, the truck has been added, and now we can run depreciation on our truck. Now we're ready to run our depreciation. To do this, we're going to go to Depreciation Run, which can be found under Financials, Fixed Asset, and Depreciation Run. And we're going to select GAAP, and we're going to depreciate to, and this will default to the end of the month here, and that's the end of this month. And from here we click Preview, and it's going to show us our depreciation. It's going to show 278, and as soon as I hit Execute, that is going to make a posting for our depreciation. To check our journal entry, what I've done is I've navigated over to Journal Entry here, and that's going to be under Financials, Cost Accounting, Journal Entry. Now you can see, here's our depreciation for our motor vehicle. And that completes our video on fixed assets in SAP Business One. Thank you for watching this video. As always, please reach out to us here at Support One with any questions. Click on the link to subscribe for more content.